morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Trust the Process Saturday edition with me, Dave Guerra. How are you? Welcome. I poured you a cup, so it's ready. It's hot. And it's delicious. Good day. Welcome, everyone. Saturday again, and Saturday the 18th of August. So we've continued. I'm going to continue talking, wrapping up the resume writing, or resume resume writing, and going to start wrapping it up. And I'm going to now talk about the skills section. The skills section in your resume. Folks, again, as I said before, and I don't claim to be an expert on resumes, but having read some good ones and have actually held a bad one in my hand, I'm not saying it qualifies me, but hey, I'm at least sharing with you what is somebody else doing. Because sometimes, you'll submit that resume and you don't hear back from people. They won't tell you what went wrong. Why? Because everyone's afraid of getting in trouble. Everyone's afraid of having HR come on them and, we can't say that. We can't do that. But you know what? At some point, and I understand this because I went through the same frustration. You submit, you go through the process, the whole 9 yards, but no one ever says anything. They just kind of leave you out in the cold. And that's not a good way of doing business, because again, what does that say about that organization? If that organization just leaves you out in the cold, doesn't even give you feedback. And again, I understand that there's liability issues and this and that, but understand that there are human beings on the other end, and these human beings want to know why they were rejected. They really, truly want to know why they're rejected. And if they can do something to better themselves and maybe make themselves a better candidate for the next time, or if they can make themselves a better candidate for the next organization, your competition, then business leaders, business owners, business managers, you've got to develop something that says, hey, you know what? Why don't you talk to these people? Why don't you seek out this organization and present your resume to them, present your whole package to them. Maybe make it something that's upfront as opposed to something on the back end. And what I mean by upfront is during the process of application, you can just say, hey, this organization recommends that you go out and find someone to review your resume. You find someone that's going to sit there and do a mock audit, a mock interview with you. Someone that's going to sit there and review your entire package of who you are and what you bring to the organization. Any organization, not just that one organization. It's a pipe dream, I know, but they exist. Those people are out there. The only problem is there's a disconnect between one organization saying, hey, go check out this organization. Enough said. Now, let's dive into the skills section. The skills section of your resume. Folks, this is where you shine. This is where you get to be the superhero. This is where you get to be the magic maker. This is where you get to post everything that you omitted in your education. Not everything, but a good chunk of it that you omitted in your education because there wasn't room for it. Again, we got to be quick and brief in that education. In your work experience, again, quick and brief. In your objective, quick and brief. So in your objective, you might say, and you utilizing all my acquired skills and knowledge, now there's a skills section that they can refer to, and there's your skills and knowledge. And folks, be careful here because you'll get found out. You'll get found out because they'll put you to the test. Say if you say you type 40 words a minute, don't put down you type 55 words a minute. There is a big difference in that. Folks, tell the truth. If you've opened Microsoft Word for one time and the very one time was actually write this resume and that's it, then you're not even a beginner in Microsoft Word, so don't lie. Don't fudge it. Do not fudge. Same thing with Excel. If all you know is how to plug numbers into the spreadsheet, does not make you a beginner level, and it definitely most certainly is not advanced or intermediate level. So with that being said, pick your skills wisely, tailor them to what you're going to do, and ensure that you know how to do them. So obviously, if you know how to run office equipment, well, office equipment runs the gamut from an actual fax machine to a multifunction copier printer to a cash machine, cash register. If you're a notary, put that down. Definitely put that down and put down your date of expiration. And folks, sometimes you have to take your own initiative and say, hey, it's time for me to renew. I better get the ball rolling. I know you're looking for a job. You might not have that ready income, but sometimes that'll make or break an organization, because having somebody in-house that is a notary is better than having to go trying to find somebody at the last minute. To bring that additional skill to that. And if you're not a notary, folks, I do suggest you consider becoming one. It's not that difficult. It's not that much money to become one, but it does take just a little bit of your time. But once you get that, you are like, hey, I'm a notary, and people are like, oh, okay, hey, if I need something. So again, it ups your skill set. Always be improving your skill set. Always be improving your skill set. Folks, the skill set is not to be toyed with. As like I mentioned, do not fudge it, tell the truth. If you're just a beginner or intermediate level Microsoft Office Suite user, by all means. Now, there are some people I know that are experts in Access, Microsoft Access, that's a database package, but have no clue on Word, but they excel in Access. In Excel, there's another package, but they are excellent in Access. Well, then obviously break it down. Don't clump it all together. Just because you really truly know one does not mean you know all of them. So be careful there. Telephone skills. Practice your telephone skills. This is a dying thing, and I'll bring this is going to be one of the featured topics, is telephone skills in the workplace. Folks, there's reasons behind it. So ensure that you're doing everything you can to stay honed, to hone that craft, to master that craft, become the example of telephone skills. Because if you don't, somebody else will. And anything and everything in the workplace that you're going to be dealing with, ensure that you know what to do, and ensure, do not lie, but always say, hey, I'm willing to learn, will learn, I'm an eager learner, fast learner. I know one individual, she picked up a lot of very job-specific information in about that long of time. I mean, 5 minutes into the job, and she was already understood it, grasped it. She mastered it a little bit later on. But when you can pick up, don't hesitate to say, fast learner, will pick things up, eager to learn, want to learn. Because being part of a team means you're learning. Because the more proficient you become in a team, the less everybody else has to pick up and pull your slack. So always include that. And say that in the interview. And we'll talk interviews a little bit later on as well. Folks, again, your skill set, straight to the point. Don't fudge it, don't lie, because you're gonna get tested, and then it's just like, well, did you really truly know this package or that package, that application, this application? Do you truly know how to answer the telephone? Something to think about. Folks, I'm Dave Guerra. This has been Trust the Process Saturday edition. It's time to head out of here. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you very soon.